my talk on tracing back the history and roots of Sindhi people settled in Sydney since early 1960s.
Who are Sindhi people and how do they contribute in Australian society? To know this, let's talk about the historic background of Sydney's Sindhi community and their role in 21st century Australia. The Sindhi people are proud inheritors of their highly developed Indus Valley civilization, which flourished in the floodplains of mighty river Indus about 3000 years BC, stretching across 1.3 million square kilometers from foothills of Himalayas to the Arabian Sea and from Ganges watershed to Gulf of Cambay north of present-day Mumbai in India. Sindh is mentioned in Hindu epic Mahabharata as part of India, which was then called Bharatvarsha. For thousands of years, Sindhi people have lived under various socio-economic and politico-religious setups in Sindh. This included the rule of Alexander the Great from late 300 to 305 BC, Maurya dynasty of Chandragupta Maurya and his son Ashoka from 305 to 185 BC, the Persians from 100 BC to 400 AD, Hindu rule of Rai Sahas from 472 to 632, and Muslim rule from 711 to 1842, followed by British rule from 1843 to 1947. The seeds of our current social, economic, and technological advancement were sown after the British conquest of Sindh in February 1843. Our ancestors adapted to the English rule and learned English language, which offered opportunities to build their social, economic, and political influence in Sindh for next few decades. When India was partitioned on the midnight of 14 and 15 August 1947, many Sindhi Hindus migrated to India and other parts of the world as Sindh became part of Pakistan. The descendants of some of these families are now settled in Sydney. They are highly literate people who are well-established business people and highly skilled professionals working in science, technology, project management, education, and accounting and finance fields, to name but a few. The Sindhi settlement in Sydney can be traced back to early 60s with the arrival of first skilled Sindhi professional. He was followed by few entrepreneurs in 70s who established their retail businesses, and Sindhi baby boomers and Gen X professionals in 80s and 90s who have successfully integrated themselves within mainstream Australia. Today, the members of Sindhi Generation Y and Z are quite competitive within mainstream and multicultural Australia. These highly qualified young Sindhi professionals and students are proudly engaged in enhancing the knowledge-based Australian society to compete in the 21st century globally integrated world.